Hello, hello, Shameless Squad. That is the chat. Let's make sure this video is working here. So it is. Let's discuss the astrology of the week ahead. All signs astrology, blood moon eclipse is tomorrow, as well as good luck is ahead. I promise you that. We do have a nice aspect in the sky that's going to be hitting us a little bit later on in the week. So I just want to talk about some of these things, Shameless Squad, right off the bat. And if you're new, what up? I'm Shamelessly Sexy Jackie Boo. Thank you for all the likes, subscribes, the comments, the shares, the hypes, the everything. So I appreciate all of you that are here watching this and tuning into this video today. Here is what we're going to get into. This blood moon lunar eclipse, what that means for you, your rising sign, or if you like to use the Placidus system based off your degree in astrology, then I highly encourage you, if you're a later degree of a rising sign, right, that could go into your first house, or you might have, multiple signs in that house specifically here. So I would pay attention to that if you would like to, if you're more of an advanced astrologer here, and really be mindful that this is not a one-to-one reading. This is general basic astrology here. So I'm going to go over the themes for all 12 signs, and do one card pull for you from the tarot. So a little bit of a bonus. I do hope that you appreciate this, Shameless Squad here. So let's talk about this right off the bat. We'll get into as well the Sabian symbol, what we can kind of expect, some different types of predictions based on what's going on with this eclipse, and what you can really be mindful of during this time too. When it comes to this blood moon lunar eclipse here, this is like the full moon, but it is when the node of fate is touching the moon here, and then it's opposing the sun, right? So when we have full moons, that means the full moon is opposite of the sign that the sun is in. So they're more opposing energy, and you have that natal opposition in the birth chart or the stars in the sky. Now, when it is a blood lunar or when it is an eclipse energy, that means the moon is touching down on the nodes here. And so with this, we have the moon. I've got the chart in front of me on my laptop underneath my phone here, on the south node here. The south node, for those of you that don't know, that are not familiar with that in astrology, this is correlated with things from the past life energy, as well as things that we need to release, let go, and sever. And we have been in this eclipse cycle for over the past year or so, I believe. I don't remember when the first eclipse happened, when it was last year, but we are closing up. This is the final finale when it comes to this blood lunar eclipse energies here. So make sure you like, subscribe, comment, let me know how this is resonating for you and what we can kind of expect here. Boom. So this lunar eclipse is happening with the Pisces and Virgo axis. So I want to talk to you about this a little bit here overall. Virgo is the sign that the moon is going to be in tomorrow, and it was a little bit later today. So you might have already felt these energies kind of building here overall. We also just had Mars go into Pisces. So if you felt just in general like, gosh, why can I not get anything done? Or why am I feeling more emotional, or the needs to escape, or distracted, or just whatever, that's energy that's kind of happening in the background in the collective during this time here. So that's something to pay attention to for yourself here as well. We have a lot of things happening. So we just had Mars move into Pisces today. We are having this eclipse tomorrow, as well as Venus is going to be moving in Aries later on. But we do have some nice flowy energy with that too throughout the week here. So when it is a lunar eclipse or a solar eclipse, these are not necessarily the times to manifest here. With this specifically being a full moon or lunar eclipse, blood lunar eclipse here, this is truly releasing, letting go. And a lot of us are going to be called, depending on our rising sign, specifically what we need to let go during this time and how that's playing out in the stars in the sky here. I invite you to check your sun and your moon as well. If you have a Virgo stellium or a Pisces stellium, I encourage you to listen to those signs when I get to those horoscopes during this time too. But these are some things to be mindful of. Now, Virgo is the virgin, the archetype of the maiden, as well as she's known as the high priestess specifically here as well. She is, associated with ritual, magic, and ceremony, as well as with modern day astrology specifically. She is associated with health and wellness, as well as your routines, even coworkers, even pets, and even certain things when it comes to sixth house matters here specifically. So there could be some things that we're being called to let go of when it comes to these areas as well. And the North Node is also in Pisces, and the Sun is in Pisces. So what that's really asking us with this Virgo energy is to let go of criticism, let go of perfectionism, let go of not doing, and actually move forward with some things here overall. Hi, everyone in the chat. Please make sure to like this video. Thank you. And Pisces is this energy of step into that spiritual enlightenment, step into what it is that maybe feels right to you, that is aligned with you, that is creative, that is moving forward, that is for your soul's purpose, with this being in the node as well. So with the North Node in Pisces and the Sun in Pisces, making this, eclipse, lunar eclipse energy tomorrow, it's going to feel chaotic. It's going to feel like, damn, I need to release some things that maybe I don't want to. This is kind of almost the point where it's like forcing your hand astrologically. If there has been something that you haven't let go of over the past year plus based off of your astrology in the sky, eclipses are triggers for that. And when it comes to lunar eclipses, I'm not going to lie, they're triggers more so for endings and releasings and just being done overall. So these are some themes to pay attention to as well. With this opposition energy that's going on in the sky, you might naturally feel emotional. You might notice your pets are just running wild. They're going crazy. They're going buck AF here, okay? So pay attention to that, as well as maybe people with coworkers, if you've got them, or colleagues in the workplace, being, more irritable, more emotional, more angry. This could also be something that you may also be feeling here as well. With this Piscean energy that also just moved into Mars, this is passive aggressive energy here. With watery Pisces in Mars, the planet of action and movement and going forward, this is also your MO. Like, how do you move forward and how do you show up? And this could show up as passive aggressiveness overall. So pay attention to that here. As well as we have the opposite. We've got Neptune in Aries here, right? So Mars is Aries ruler and Neptune is Pisces modern day ruler in astrology here. So they're playing back and forth off each other here specifically. So it's good to be mindful of some of these things when it comes to moving forward with the stars in the sky and what you can really expect from this blood moon lunar eclipse here. And when it comes to this as well, Pisces has a lot to do with mental health, jails, hospitals, prisons, things of that sort in nature. And Virgo has a lot more to do with the physical health aspect of different things here overall. So this is a time to let go, release, and step into this true alignment of what it is that you are calling to do, how you are meant to take action, how you are to move forward. Depending on your rising sign, this could show up when it comes to matters of the heart, love, relationships. This could show up for career, money, or finances for others. This could show up as different types of creative endeavors and projects and certain things that you're really being inclined to hone in on during this time. So we'll talk about the 12 rising sign horoscopes and astrology fortunes here. But I want to read the Sabian symbol when it comes to this eclipse energy to just give you some more background of different themes that you that we can see as a collective here with certain words as well. And this is a screen of prophecy. It was written, oh my God, just forever ago, this book. And it was someone who was looking at all the 360 degrees of the astrological wheel and was basically, the best way I can describe it, like psychically channeling these different images and these different words and these different themes. So it's a really great book. This book is by Diana E. Roche here. And if you haven't watched like my most recent videos under the astrology, I was going to say the astrology tab because that's on YouTube, right? But my lives tab on YouTube, I think it's 2 videos ago. Go back and watch that because I discuss what is currently going on and how we're going to be seeing, the rise of the people and the fall of power here specifically. And that's attributed to Saturn in Aries and Neptune in Aries. I write about that on my Substack. I wrote up 12 horoscopes of how you're either reaping karmic lessons or blessings. So definitely check that out. My Substack is in the description box below. So definitely check that out and subscribe. Completely free content that I put out over there too. But this symbol, Shameless Squad, for the eclipse tomorrow, literally, like, the math is mathin', okay? Like, there's proof in the pudding here when it comes to some of these things. And for those of you that don't know, I'm in Minnesota. I saw Donnie Lynn and Lori Lothian talk into a podcast episode on this that they looked up Minneapolis's chart hitting Saturn. And for those of you that don't know, this eclipse is hitting Saturn. Saturn is an elder here overall, or an older person, or someone that is well known in their area. So I want to read this symbol to you, and let me see if you can put some of the pieces together here, okay? So this is happening at the 12th degree and some change, so we round up. So this is Virgo 13th degree. A strong hand supplanting political hysteria. If that's not the math, I don't know what it is. So the key word is power. The theme is taking the reins. This symbol speaks to power and leadership as it is demonstrated by those rare individuals who command the respect of their fellows by bringing about stability and order when chaos and confusion are winning the upper hand. The image of a strong hand supplanting political hysteria symbolizes direct intervention at the point of crisis, or where things have reached a boiling point after a long period of administrative incompetency. The suggestion here is that weak or ineffective leadership eventually results in confusion, fear, and anarchy. Positive. At its highest, the symbol represents the exceptional administrative skill, keen judgment, and outstanding leadership. Negative. Indecision, weakness, abdication of personal responsibility by refusing to make decisions or stand on anything. The accent is on leadership and decisiveness. You may have to take the bull by the horns to rescue a situation that is getting out of hand. Your greatest advantage lies in doing something about it. It's time to get involved, set your objective, and act with confidence and be firm here. And if you didn't watch my last video, I talk about spiritual bypassing. I talk about different leaders. I think I also mentioned the book, Social Justice for the Sensitive Soul here. And so I know some people are like, well, I don't want to do this advocacy, that advocacy, whatever. Like, that's too much for me, right? Like, there's other ways to show up. So I highly recommend that for those of you that are looking for a resource. The risk is guarding against hitting the panic button or faltering in the face of crisis. Don't vacillate, or you will appear weak. You may lose the confidence of those who depend on you. The stepping stones are leadership, mastery, authority, command, control, administration, superiority, supremacy, domination, management, supervision, order, regulation, strength, force, power, repression, and restriction. So the fact that this eclipse is hitting Saturn in Aries over Minneapolis, you can't make this shit up when looking at the charts here. So you all will have to let me know what you think about this Sabian symbol, how this astrology is playing real life for you in the chat, and any conclusions that you may have here as well. Shameless Squad, I just want to say though, if you're kind of feeling like today you were kind of like an ethereal la land, slowing down, kind of scatterbrained, well, it's because this eclipse is building, and we have the sun in Pisces, Mars just moved into Pisces, and then the moon in Virgo. So we are literally just dealing with that opposition energy. So you may have already felt these energies building up 3 days before here too. Your dreams could be very vivid, very intense, like a movie, and like things are just rolling and rolling and rolling. You're like, oh my God, I just had a dream about this person in a past life, and now these like intuitive hits are happening with all this watery Pisces energies here. So I would just say pay attention to some of these things here overall, but this eclipse will play out the energies of it over the next 6 months, of course, but you'll feel them within a couple weeks after, and then you'll feel them within 3 months after, of like what's actually happening and what is really coming to fruition for you with these energies here. So I'm going to take a sip of my poppy here because I need some bubbles to like wake myself up here. So if you haven't, make sure you like and subscribe, support the channel. It's completely free to you. I would appreciate that too, my loves. I'll probably be here for about an hour or so going over these horoscopes. I'm going to be looking down at my screen to just tell you a little bit because it's in front of me of the computer. And I do want to start with Virgos because you're the main character of this eclipse. So again, like I said, check your sun, check your moon, check your rising sign. sign. Your rising sign is not the day you were born. Your rising sign is when the sun was setting on the day you were born. And that's the most accurate description of your astrology horoscope specifically, because that's what astrologers base the charts in the sky right now, predictive tools right now, when looking at the charts of what's happening in real time right now in the sky. That's the most accurate. Then check your sun, check your moon. If you have a multiple placements in your first house, right? I would also recommend checking those other horoscopes as well, because sometimes when we use the whole sign house systems, it doesn't break down perfectly when it comes to our actual birth charts here, specifically Shameless Squad. So that's just something to be mindful of. Here overall, excuse me, I gotta drink my poppy with my bubbles probiotic here. Love this stuff. Okay, y'all have to let me know if you like it or if you try it, or if you got a comfort drink here with you. And just please keep the chat to the reading here, okay? But yeah, Shameless Squad, as I pull this up, I'm going to go to Virgo first with this. And then we can get going on the horoscopes. I can tell you a little bit about what you might be able to expect with this. Again, this is a general reading. I am not looking at your birth chart here overall, so please just take that with a grain of salt. Be mindful of that specifically as well. And we will get this going here a little bit. Let me get into this with the houses. Virgo, where are you? Okay. So, Virgo, sun, moon, and rising sign here. Let's talk about this. Obviously, this eclipse is going to be going from the 1st to 7th axis here. So it's in the 1st house of you, Virgo. You're a Virgo. I love that. Make sure to like those videos, okay? And the 1st house is all about the self, the body, your expression, your ego, who you are in this world, how you show up. With the South Node here, are you letting go of some sort of physical health routine here? Is there something when it comes to a relationship with someone that you talk to with the sun in the 7th house here overall, good information about your health or something here specifically, or letting go of some sort of day-to-day routine, you know, supplement, vitamin, I don't know, whatever it might be that you might be ingesting or putting physically in your body here. The South Node here for Virgo, sun, moon, and rising sign is asking you to potentially also release and let go of any business contracts, negotiations, agreements, clientele, marketplace, audience, maybe a way that you've been doing business in the past for those who are business owners or are entrepreneurs, whatever. That's something that you might have to look at during this time specifically here too. This eclipse is also asking you to stop being so critical about yourself, stop being so in your head about yourself, and stop also doing this potentially about others, because this is that opposition energy with sibling signs. So don't be critical of like maybe what you see other people putting out there, or your business partner, or people that you may work with here overall. I do want to talk about a little bit with the other astrology that's happening, like the good news during this week. So let's discuss that. You have a nice surprise coming when Venus sextiles Uranus here overall, and that's from your 7th to your 9th house here. With Uranus and Taurus, this is shocks, awe, surprises about your dharma, your purpose, long distance chores, trips, traveling, book publishing deals. Is there a connection, a collaboration here with you moving forward on some sort of position here? Are you going on a long distance trip? Are you getting that loan for university? Because Venus is also exalted in Pisces, and this is not only love, but this is money. Maybe this is a long distance relationship. Maybe this is someone from the past here as well. So this is something to really pay attention to over this week, over the next couple days or so, as this is growing stronger here. And then later on in the week, we have the sun in Pisces that will become more exact with Jupiter exalted in Cancer. So we love that for you. So this is from your 7th to the 11th house. Jupiter in Cancer in your 11th house, Virgo, Sun, Moon, and Rising, is going to be about your friends, your groups, people out there, collective energies here specifically overall. This is also a good luck house as well. So maybe there's someone that you wanted to collaborate with and network with and whatever. Maybe it's business and love and money, whatever it might be. And boom, you get connected to that person here specifically. So you'll have to let me know how this kind of shakes out for you, Virgo, Sun, Moon, and Rising sign. And make sure to like this video, subscribe, and drop a heart in the comments below to help the channel grow. It takes less than 30 seconds. We will get one card for you here. But yeah, you have the surprise that like you don't see this coming here. You really like it. You're excited about it. It's moving forward. It's successful here overall. Okay, so you got the Nine of Swords in the reverse here. So congratulations. You're coming out of some stress, some anxiety, some worries. This could also be complex trauma, PTSD, Day. Maybe your name's Day. I don't know. D. But coming out of these energies that have maybe been very stressful here and releasing this and letting this go. I feel like this is also you, Virgos, letting go of like being so in your head or whatever this might be. Yeah, and calling in more balance. Very beautiful. I love that here. Pay attention to squirrels as well as flies or ladybugs. Ladybugs represent good luck, which is what I said here overall, if you can kind of see that right there. And squirrels spiritually represent balancing work and play. So make sure that you do that here overall. Dave, love that. All makes sense. Thank you so much, Virgos. Okay, now let's get into, hi Monet, how are you? Beautiful. Let's get into my Libras. Let's see what's going on for you, Libras. Sun, Moon, Rising sign here. Okay. We're going to talk about the eclipse energy. Then we're going to talk about some, good news energies with the sextile of some sort of shock off surprise here with Venus, as well as later that trine to Jupiter later on this week. Okay. So Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising sign. You might be feeling this eclipse a little bit more with a double whammy, and I say that because the moon in Virgo is going to be in your 12th house, which is the Piscean house. So you are going to experience potentially more of that energy, as well as with the sun in your 6th house during this eclipse in Pisces. Like it's literally opposite. So it's like a double opposition type of energy here is how I can describe it. It's flipped because you have Virgo in your Pisces house, Pisces in your Virgo's house. Okay. So I want to say right off the bat, be gentle with yourself during the next couple of days with this blood lunar full moon eclipse here. You may be feeling it more just for the fact of this right off the bat here. This lunar eclipse in your 12th is asking you to release any type of, you might be letting go of, maybe there was some sort of mental health diagnoses that you were working on or through or whatever. Now you can release that here, right? Maybe there was some sort of hospitalization and maybe this is something you get to release or let go, or someone that you know of here specifically. Maybe a mother was hospitalized here as well or something with health. And now it's like, well, we get to release this. We get to move forward here specifically overall. And by release, I don't mean like DIE. I don't mean anything like that, right? I mean more so specifically, maybe there was someone in and maybe you get out, but I'm not looking at your chart, right? So this is something to pay attention to. Maybe someone gets out of jail or prisons or something of that sort, right? With these darker energies. This is also, I want to say denser energies. So my apologies. With the denser energies, you might be letting go of some sort of fear, some sort of self-sabotage, some sort of vape addiction. And addiction can mean anything, right? It can mean shopping. It can mean spending. It can mean scrolling. It can mean, right, obviously substances, vape, smoking, whatever. There can be like an addiction potentially even with people you put on a pedestal. I don't know, just because Piscean energy can tend to do that here overall. But in the 12th house, this could also be releasing or letting go of some sort of martyrdom syndrome here, with the moon being in the 12th house, and Pisces shadow can also be that martyrdom energy here of self-sacrifice for others specifically. With the 6th house also incorporating physical health, coworkers, pets, rental properties, just all this different like stuff going on in the 6th. Are you releasing any of that? Are you letting go of old coworkers or colleagues or whatever? Are you letting go of a rental property? Are you saying goodbye to a pet potentially? That could happen under this sky with Mars and Pisces next to the node of fate here. We'll be making a closer, tighter conjunction moving forward here, meaning like, hey, it was fated that maybe this pet was, destined to go. This coworker was destined to go. This job was destined to leave here, or destined destined to end specifically here, okay? So something with your physical health could also be ending here as well. And you might be getting some better routines or things that just feel right to you overall with this Pisces berry feeling watery type of energy. So the biggest thing that I could say with all the 6th house and 12th house activation is let go of anything that makes you feel too rigid, too strict, and not really in this flowy kind of fish Piscean energy, right? Because it represents like the fish, the koi pond, and that represents a lot of prosperity. So what is it that's, going to bring you more power with prosperity, even with the day-to-day routines that you may or may not like doing with your health and wellness, but it has to feel like prosperous to you in order to feel powerful, in order for you to step into this, in order for you to move forward. So really being able to get grounded and intentional with that. With this Venus exalted in Pisces still, making a sextile to Uranus, this is going from your 6th to 8th house here. 8th house is death, rebirth, transformation, taxes, inheritances. It's also occult wisdom, knowledge. So are you going to potentially start working on some sort of craft in these areas here, specifically with tarot, astrology, numerology? Is there something you want to learn? Is there an opportunity here, right? It's a shock, awe, surprise one that maybe you thought, oh, I don't know if I could really do this, but now I'm actually interested in this moving forward here. So you've got this nice flowy energy. So there might be something new that you're actually trying to work on here for yourself overall. And then you also have Jupiter in your 10th house exalted in Cancer, making a trine later on this week to the sun in Pisces here. So this is a water trine energy. This is about creativity. This is incorporating this with your career, your public reputation, your persona here, how you're perceived, what services you give to the world, what makes you feel into what you love doing versus feeling like a monotony or a routine or whatever versus like, oh, I have to do this. Like, what would make you feel like, oh my God, I get to do this, right? That's the best way I can describe that energy. There could be some expansion and growth when it comes to job opportunities. This would be a good time to potentially, have a conversation about a promotion, raising your rates at all. And I would say a conversation, just don't sign contracts yet just because Mercury is retrograde, Libras. But this is something to think about with Jupiter exalting you until June here in Cancer. And then it moves over into Leo. I believe that's June. So I would pay attention to some of these things, but I feel like this is slowly like asking you to move forward with things that make you feel grounded, not things that make you feel guarded and restless here. So let's get one card, Libra, Sun, Moon, and Rising sign. What do they need to know? Make sure to like and subscribe to the channel, yo, if you are new here. Libra Rising, I love that, Monet. Message, please. Thank you. A 6 of Pentacles. Yeah. So this is all about giving and receiving, Libra. So there could be some things where it's like you've been giving a lot, but maybe you haven't been receiving a lot. And I feel like with all of the Pisces 6th house energy activated, Mars, North Node, Sun, Mercury, Venus, you've got 5 planets there and what you're focusing in on for yourself too, right? So if you're going to be giving so much, make sure you are receiving as much back. And I feel like that's this energy in regards of like maybe assets, finances, loans, inheritances, taxes. You could be receiving some money back from the past here potentially, or moving forward, this is something where you're going to be given more than what you've been getting, and it's going to be successful. And there's Cancer energy, and I talked about Cancerian energy with Jupiter exalting you in your career. Move forward. This is going to be successful here overall specifically. And 9 of Swords in the reverse, you may have some anxiety like Virgos as well. The Fool card in regards of reverse new beginnings, or maybe there was something during Aquarius season you wanted to start, but maybe it just wasn't the right timing. Yeah, Star card in the reverse, you were healing certain things here overall, and now it's kind of like repositioning yourself to step into that destiny here. So Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising sign, let me know what resonates in the comments below. Like, subscribe, do all the things, help the channel grow here. And as always, make sure to share this with anyone too. Check your Sun and your Moon too, or if you've got other placements in your first house, because literally, Shameless Squad, I know a lot of astrologers are like, whole sign houses are the best, right? And once you learn Placidus, when it's to your degree, but I'm biased, that's what I'm trained in, that is the best for predictive astrology. I'm not even kidding you here, Shameless Squad. And some astrologers like don't believe that. I do though. So I say like, hey, if you got a couple different placements like in your first house or signs or whatever, like check those. That's what I do. So anyway, I will get off my soapbox. But now we are moving on to Scorpio. Let me take a sip. Make sure to also stay hydrated during this blood moon eclipse. I forgot to say that here, especially with the fiery energy. You're the horse, all the things, whatever. Make sure you're drinking lots of water, okay? So, Scorpio, you are doing this eclipse in your 11th house of groups, community groups, social circles, just a lot of different allies and benefactors here, and it's in the reverse. Maybe this was previously a motherly figure, since the moon is mother, that you are releasing, letting go of, whatever. Or maybe even a fatherly figure where it's like, yeah, no, I need to let this go. There's been too much combative energy here, specifically from your 11th to your 5th house here, okay? Your 5th house is a hodgepodge of different things as well. It's your joy. It's a good luck house. It is your creative endeavors, entrepreneurial pursuits, opening up a business. It is your hobbies. It is your fun. It is your date nights. It is your romance. It's your sexual hookups here as well. So maybe you're letting go of anything in those areas, like a business endeavor, an entrepreneur endeavor, a hookup here as well. And this could also be something where some of you might also potentially letting go of this idea of like, I don't want to be a mother anymore, just with the moon in the 11th and then the sun in the 5th here overall, or a parent here specifically, irregardless of gender. Others of you, you might be specifically stepping in. Some of you might be the opposite. I'm letting go of the idea of like, I never wanted to be a parent, and now like this is a fertile time for you to create or to really engage in potentially, making some babies out there. So just be mindful of that if you don't want to get pregnant here under this transit, because it looks really good for you for a little while. Not gonna lie, especially with Mars and Venus and Mercury and the Sun and the North Node. Just saying, like, this is destiny right here at play with the North Node. So then we have your good news that'll come a little bit later is making this okay, and again, warning, 5th house to 7th house. This Uranus to Venus exalted in Pisces sextiles happening here. So what this could be is, oops, we had a baby because I went on a date with somebody, or in a long-term committed partnership, because that's 7th house here, right? This could also be a business partnership taking off and this nice flowy energy opportunity, but you're going to have to work at it, okay? This could also be a clientele, audience, marketplace, a new idea, a pop of some sort of shock, surprise, good luck here moving forward in this energy. This could be some sort of surprise money that comes back to you with Venus here as well. This could also be something where it's like, hey, go play pull tabs. I get it. I do a scratch off. I get it. I, draw for lottery. I get it here with this packed Venus exaltation in your 5th house here. You're one of the signs that could have the shocking news or surprise, or this could come from a marital spouse or a partner here with 7th house also dealing with that, or, those individuals as well here specifically. So let go of any relationships or people, allies, benefactors that criticize you, that are not there for you, that want you to be perfect, or that almost like tug on your heartstrings that you haven't been able to let go of, Scorpio. So let's see what card is most important for Scorpios this week. But buy a lottery ticket, know your limit, play within it. You're one of the signs that I would highly recommend that does that. Yeah, Ace of Swords here. Woo! You got some good conversations that are coming in here specifically. The Ace of Swords is some sort of truth, some sort of clarity, some sort of opportunity here overall. The Ace of Swords is also messages, phone calls, emails, texts. It's conversations here. So maybe you also need to have a hard conversation and potentially cut somebody off from your 5th to your 11th house if anybody has been harsh in those spaces and those places, because swords are also about cutting things off, letting them go, as well as the mind here specifically. It's also with the internet. Maybe you get a pop of good luck with the internet here specifically with Uranus and Venus, that little transit there happening. Oh, and then I forgot to say you have Jupiter that'll be coming into the trine with the sun here from your 9th to your 5th house. So book publishing deals, writing, contracts, legal negotiations going well, joy, right? Dharma, purpose, creative endeavors are really good for you right now during this time, Scorpio. I wouldn't say like to fully manifest under this eclipse. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying for these other energies a couple days after, later on in the week, when they become a tighter orb in the degree here. So a little bit later on this week here specifically, but that would probably take some time here. And since Mercury is retrograde, this is something where it could be something from the past that now you're picking back up here, right? The pen and the paper, the text messages, the emails, whatever you're kind of doing here overall specifically. Yeah, Six of Swords from the past here, right? When it's in the reverse, something hasn't fully moved forward here. And so there's something about that as well. You may be inclined to travel, or maybe this was a trip that got delayed here. Maybe this could be happening, but maybe in the future, this will play out and pan out better for you. So pay attention to those themes, Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising sign. Let me know what resonates in the comments below. Like, subscribe, help the channel grow, do all the things too, okay? Now, Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising signs. You are doing this eclipse in your 10th house and your 4th house axis. Your 10th house is your public persona, your reputation, your career sector. It's ways of making money. I love that. Wait, what your wall? That is so beautiful. Oh, thank you, Monet. I appreciate that. I did these a long time ago because I was just like, oh, it's so boring back there. And you know how you see different like tarot readers or astrologers or whatever have like cool backgrounds. I was like, something needs to change. So that's why we did it. Anyway, Sagittarius, back to you. So the 10th to the 4th axis. Let me explain the 10th. Sagittarius, you could be releasing some sort of career, public persona, something that you're known for. Like you're the person in the neighborhood that does this, or you're the person that does that. You're that guy on that billboard, right? Like that sort of energy here overall. This could be letting go of a job, a position, something you're known for, or some sort of recognition that you just like don't want anymore. This could also be you releasing and letting go of any criticism of those in the public eye specifically. That's going to be true for a lot of Sagittarius risings here specifically. Now, this opposition with your 4th house energy is the home. This is family karma. This is family trauma, generational wounds, patterns, things of that sort. Roommates. This is the house. This is moving. Could you move under this transit over the next 3 to 6 months or so? Yeah, probably. I wouldn't sign any contracts right now with Mercury retrograde. It's like, you know, at its detriment. In Pisces, it's like we can't see the fine print here overall specifically. Be careful of that if you're moving here specifically, especially if there's some sort of deal you have worked out with others, other roommates, or family members or lovers, whatever that might be. That could be a little tricky one to navigate. I would say hold off until after Mercury is done retrograding here, because you might have to go back then, and then it's going back to this energy of like what you were trying to eclipse out or let go in order to move forward, and now it's like, great, we need to redo this again, okay? So you might be releasing maybe a work from home job as well, or maybe if you do Airbnb rentals, or maybe something in and out of the home, you might be letting go of certain items, selling certain things, getting rid of certain stuff in order to potentially make more money here, or just to be like, this is not for my highest purpose anymore. I don't need this. I don't want this. And this is a distraction here. Okay. With this heavy 4th house stellium, this is something where, again, so you are one of the signs that could experience someone potentially trying to come in and move in with you with Mars in the 4th house and Pisces that's just moved on in there for you, as well as potentially Mars getting next to that node of fate. I wouldn't be surprised if this is someone that you know from work endeavors, or a family member or a family business that might be done and sever, or this could be passing of loved ones. The 10th house is also funeral arrangements, so people don't always realize that. So Sagittarius, you could lose a father or mother figure under this. Let's say your father or mother figure, you know, they were never in your life, they were already dead, you didn't see them. Okay, maybe someone in your family of origin that is that matriarch or patriarch, or it's just maybe potentially family members here overall, or roommates. So I would just say pay attention to some of those themes here for you. This is eclipsing out. And maybe if you're like, well, they didn't die, you have 6 months, right? And even if they didn't die after those 6 months, right? did you cut off relationships? Did you end certain things? And did you say, this is not for me anymore? I'm over this family of origin bullshit. Okay. So that could be some things that you're releasing and letting go of. Now, let's talk about some good stuff. Good news. You have the 4th to 6th axis where Venus is exalted in Pisces, and it is making that sextile to your 6th house of Uranus and Taurus. This is a great opportunity to maybe receive some sort of a rental property, home, or some sort of shock and awe surprise of money, maybe from a past job, and then you get news or word from the home here, a letter from home here, or in the mail. Maybe this is a past coworker or a colleague or someone confessing their love to you or something like that, and they show up at your house or come to your home. I don't know. There's something about that with love and money with Venus here in Pisces. However, be careful. Mercury is in its detriment of Pisces and is retrograde. So these are things that could be from the past. Not all that's glitters is gold. And maybe the surprise is like, damn, I would have potentially gone back to that person. And now I'm like, yeah, no, I'm not doing this, right? This could also be with family members as well, too. And I would just pay attention to that, or even siblings, too. I would also say the shock, awe, and surprise could come up as like maybe some sort of promotion. And then you hear the news from in and out of your home if you can apply for some sort of job opportunity, work from home position, or something that could be a little bit different here. Now, for Jupiter trining later on in the week, the Sun in Pisces to Jupiter, you're going to have the 4th to 8th axis here. 8th axis is occult wisdom. So astrology, numerology, tarot. This is like the psyche, psychology. This is death, rebirth, transformation. This is inheritance, wills, tax money back that's owed to you here. So maybe you're getting a tax rebate back. Jupiter here wants you to expand in some sort of potential course, learning, teaching, writing, not writing more so, but more so maybe learning or taking a course here, with that being your overall chart ruler. Jupiter wants to expand some sort of knowledge, or expand some sort of money, or expand some sort of spiritual practice in and from the home here, where maybe you find a teacher, a guru, a guide, a mentor here. Always do your due diligence with that one, because I went on a shameless tangent in my last video about all these fake fucking healers, shameless squad. So I was on one on that, and I don't even care. So Sagittarius, I would be mindful of that, but this could open up a great, brilliant opportunity for you to take some traction, to move forward. And whoever you're working with, they could potentially creatively help you make money in and from the home with some sort of spiritual occult wisdom, or investment, or tax structure, or whatever this might be here. So let's shuffle this out. Saggy Poos, what do you need to know during this time? Sag, Sun, Moon, Rising sign here. Okay. Whew. You got 3, but I'm not going to do that. I'm going to make it even for everybody here. Okay. Sagittarius, 1 card. Queen of Wands, and it came out in the upright when it was twisting and turning on my keyboards here. This is asking you to create, be confident, be in this energy here specifically, where you move forward with self-esteem, where you move forward with prestige, where you move forward and you're, all eyes on me, like that kind of energy. Some of you may be wanting to create something. This is your passions. This is your sexual energy. This is your sacral chakra here, your pleasure, moving forward on birthing something into existence and manifestation here overall. So whoever here is really meant to be seen or meant to be known, there could be some good luck with that when it comes to family members, coworkers, and maybe even hidden people potentially bigging you up here, especially if you're releasing and ending and severing some sort of career opportunity here, letting go of it in order to move forward. Remain confident during this time is going to be the best thing for you, Sagittarius here overall. Black cats could be significant to you. They typically represent good luck. And shut up. We got your overall energy, the Temperance card here. I wish I said it. I was like, I see your card popping up, but I didn't say it here, and it's right at the bottom, okay? This is asking you to remain balanced, grounded here, and this is like the divine masculine and feminine energies, the yin and the yang, the water, the fire here. And we have a lot of water in Pisces energy, right? And then we're going to have a lot of fire with Venus after it's done moving through Pisces. It's going to go into Aries, and that's going to be like 3 planets in Aries during this time. with this year, the fire horse, Spirit's asking you to remain diligent, remain grounded, remain balanced, stay hydrated, move forward with your goals and your actions, but don't get burnt out here. And 10 of Cups, cutting the deck. There's true happiness ahead. And I feel like that is this energy. It's like you release something to get something better. And that is like a home and love and family card too, Sagittarius. So I love that for you. Make sure to like, subscribe, comment, let me know it resonates down below, and hype this video too. Okay. Let's take a sip. Shameless squad. Is this resonating with all of you in the chat? Who's ever here? Let me know. Okay. Whew. And we did this at 333 because this eclipse is happening on the 3-3 portal. And then tomorrow it's happening at the 33-minute, like in the morning. So depending on where you're at in the world, I'm Central Time. So it's 5:33 a.m. And maybe you've been seeing all these memes or different astrology posts too. It's like only a Virgo, lunar eclipse would be on 3-3 at the 3-3 minute, right? So you might be seeing 3-3-3 a lot, or really this is telling you release something already, Shameless Squad, to move forward and create something brand new, because 3 is the power of manifestation, creation, and all these things. Watch, I'm going to like pick 3 of Pentacles for Capricorn next with Sun, Moon, and Rising, or some sort of 3 or just something, right? I just feel it in energy. So let's talk about this. I'll share with all of you. I'm a Capricorn rising. I'll let you know how this is playing out for me specifically here, okay? So Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising sign here. You have the lunar blood moon eclipse happening in your 9th house. This is clearly asking you to release something from university, not go back to school, higher education, not take that course, not seek that guide or that guru, that mentor. It's asking you to let go of some sort of travel plan or trip, far off distance shore here. It's asking you to release something potentially from the past that you thought would be really great, but it's not as good as it seems here, right? In the 3rd house energy here, specifically with Pisces, is asking you to move forward on speaking your truth, taking action, creating more money and love and all these things by stepping into your North Node of purpose and destiny and this new identity that you're really striving to move forward in. This is also your local neighborhoods, your communities, everything like that. I would just say, Capricorns, be very, very careful of car crashes with the eclipse in your 3rd house over the next few days or so, okay? But this is asking you to potentially go on some sort of new short distance trip or something new that might be you teach the course now, you do the thing now, you communicate this now, you make the money now, you do it this way now, right? And so like I've been saying, these eclipse energies have been playing out over the last year. How is this showing up for me? Gave up certified sex therapist, licensed professional clinical counselor. That's easy peasy lemon squeezy. I had to do certain things in my 9th house for the past so many years in order to do that and move forward, right? So I didn't even think twice about that this year. When it was January 1st, I was in the hospital with my mom, right? She was dying, she was passing, whatever. So this is real life astrology when you just base it on the whole sign house systems here of how this has played out for me over so many years ahead, because it's like you reassess after so many months, and that's releasing and letting go here. Maybe you had some sort of book publisher or deal or something. You're just like, I have to let this go. This isn't even working. I don't want this anymore, right? Here's the good news, Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising sign. You have Venus in your 3rd house, sextiling Uranus in your 5th house. So this is 5th house, good luck, lottery wins. This is pregnancy, fertility, creation, job, entrepreneurial endeavors, shocks, awe, surprises in this house, date nights, all these different things. For those of you that are single, online dating would be a great way to do this with Venus since exalted in this energy, making that sextile to Uranus over the next couple of days after the eclipse here, right? Make the move, buy a lottery ticket, always play within your limit here, right? Put that creative endeavor out there. This could be some sort of viral moment on the internet here from something you created, and then it's boom, a shock, awe, surprise type of thing here that could bring you more loving clients, audience, marketplace, sales here as well, or people buying certain things that you've created, because this 3rd house is also different digital products, courses, different things as well. Then you will later on in the week have the Sun in Pisces making a trine to Jupiter exalted in Cancer here, a water trine. This is great again for some of those similar things, writing, virality, going online, social media, getting clients, an abundance of people here, audience, marketplace, partnerships, businesses, being seen, being out there in regards of different potentially, for some, depending, dating opportunities, long-term commitments, business partnerships, agreements, negotiations, contracts, things of that sort here. Would not be surprised though. Just don't sign anything yet. Mercury here. So this is like the build up if you're trying to sell or if you're trying to figure out, do I buy here moving forward? Personally, Capricorns, I think you're going to be the seller, not the buyer with this chart specifically. There's something that you may have done from the past that you're going to be selling moving forward. And Jupiter here is blessing you with an abundance of people, abundance of clients, abundance of audience and marketplace that wants to come through here. Okay. So Capricorns, let's see. Shut up. Capris, you got the best card here, okay? Legit 10 of Pentacles here specifically. You got this card of, I mean, legit, the 10 of Pentacles is legacy. It's wealth. It's like you want to buy a dog, you can buy a dog. You want to buy a house, you can buy a house. This is like generational wealth for your family to come. You're going to be this one that potentially gets a lot more money potentially this week too. So honestly, like me pulling this card, buy that lottery ticket, put that thing out there in regards of like money, build yourself up right now during this time on social media or with audience or clients or marketplace here. There are some rewards that are coming in. You could also potentially receive money potentially from siblings here as well with an activated third house, or maybe even clients from the past now coming back around being like, I want to work with you, I want to invest in you, I want to do these things. So this is amazing, Capricorns. This is beautiful. 10 of Pentacles. I mean, you got the best card out of everyone so far. So we love that here, okay? And it's going to be something that's like, wow, I made it. Wow, I can chill now is like what I'm hearing overall. I can chill now. So restlessness, Four of Swords is in the reverse. You're kind of nervous. Will this work out? Will this move forward here? And I just want to say, don't feed into that South Node in Virgo here because you have 10 of Pentacles energies and 10 of Wands. You're closing up this huge cycle here overall. And you don't have to carry all the load, all the responsibility, all the things here. Hi in the chat. I don't know what you're saying there, but, and I cut the deck. Shut up, Capricorns. I literally said, I feel like 3 of Pentacles here. So again, third house activations, that is also siblings. Fifth house is also other people that you could be dating. Seventh house is people that you're married to, business partnerships, audience, clients, marketplace, long-term negotiations, agreements here. So congratulations, Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising sign. Let me know what resonates in the comments below. Like, subscribe, help the channel grow. Let me take a sip here. Okay. Aquarius, let's talk about you. You are going to be feeling this eclipse a little bit more, Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising sign, because you just had an eclipse recently. And although it was not lined up with the nodes of fate, this is something where you're still going to be feeling this pretty intensely. So if you have other placements in Pisces or Virgos, I would just recommend, if you've got a stellium, watch those readings at the beginning here. You, Aquariuses, are going to be doing this lunar eclipse in your 8th house here overall. 8th house, death, inheritance, taxes, occult wisdom, knowledge. This is also money that you receive that is given to you from something that you get to have or keep or possess or whatever. And with the 2nd house opposing energy in the next 6 months, don't be surprised. This is showing up for you if you let go of a mother at all under this transit, a family member, a friend. Someone is passing during this time with this 8th house energy here overall. Moon gives me more of that feminine energy, but it is a lunar eclipse. We can have the masculine energies in there too, or the men. It doesn't matter. Like, irregardless of gender here, it could be anybody. And there might be some battles over wills or inheritances, or maybe this is insurance payouts, or maybe this is tax structures, or maybe this is something where it's it's like, oh, why isn't this in process, right? So you might feel a little frustrated, Aquarius. So just be mindful of that here overall. There could be power struggles with that, with money that is yours versus also others here specifically. With the second house Pisces activation here, you have a stellium, which is really great to be able to take action on ways you want to make money, receive money that is destined for you. What is your egoic identity changing off of this eclipse? And what are you letting go from the past that you need to release and shed and like basically cut off, close the coffin on? This is your death to rebirth moment, Aquarius, sun, moon, rising sign. Especially risings with this, because it's like you've done this in the past. You don't need to do this anymore. You don't need to hang on to this thing anymore specifically. And Mercury is in its detriment and is retrograde. So you may have thought about this before. Like, should I be doing this? Should this really be something that I should keep going on? Does this matter to me? And you'll see evidence of this play out in a couple weeks, 3 months, and 6 months after this eclipse. But 3 months, you'll get the picture here. And Venus wants you to feel good about making money and have more of this too. But it's been a power struggle and battle. So I would say moving forward, make sure that you're doing the things that you love. Now you have Venus from the 2nd to the 4th house sextiling you with love and money. This could be a family member giving you money. Hurrah. We love that specifically. This could be someone that you live with, a roommate, giving you some sort of money. Hurrah here, right? This could also be potentially someone connecting you to something that you love to do, or like an aha moment that kind of shocks you and gives you awe and pause and surprise, and you're like, why didn't I think of that, in regards of making money or experiencing love. And this can be both here with the 2nd house. Venus does great in the 2nd house, and she is at her tail end here, being exalted in Pisces. So I would pay attention to that specifically here overall. Now, other good news, Jupiter is trining 2nd to 6th axis here, okay? Jupiter in your 6th house expands different things in regards of relationships with coworkers, pets, rentals, properties, your day-to-day routines here overall. So maybe like, great, I don't want to do all that, but maybe you're going to be booked, busy, blessed with some things because it's trining your 2nd house with the sun here of in Pisces, of making money, having material possessions, having values, having certain things that you want to have. And this might make you feel really good self-esteem wise if you've been working and working and working, but haven't been seeing money come to fruition or come through, manifested yet. With this as well, this could bring you a way of making money by purchasing rental properties or agreements, or maybe something with pets, or a coworker might give you some sort of idea too. But this is nice, and it is flowing, and it is a water trine. Jupiter in Cancer wants to support you. So use these energies later on at the end of the week as they build more and more and more to build yourself up specifically here, okay? So Aquarius, sun, moon, rising sign. Let's get one card for you and see what's going on for the collective here on this collective reading. Aquarius says, please, what do they need to know? You got your card. Okay, so you're going to be starting something brand new here specifically overall, Shameless Squad. Aquarius, sun, moon, and rising. This is literally your card. Maybe some of you are starting a brand new beginning, going back to school, teaching, adventuring out there in the world, or just completely something brand new with this 0 on the Fool card, okay? You're excited. You're trusting. I feel like for a lot of you, this is going to be a brand new path to money here, or even community, or even putting yourself out there in the world specifically. So congratulations on these brand new beginnings, because they do look good here overall. But Page of Swords, you may not fully have everything thought out yet because it's in the reverse here, or this could be some sort of delay in communication of whatever this new beginning is here specifically. And the World card, yeah, you don't know yet, but you're being spiritually guided with the Hierophant and the World card in the reverse here overall. But you are trusting with the Queen of Cups in the upright, with universe, source, God, whatever you believe in here specifically. So I would say trust where you're being led creatively, because you did get that Queen of Cups archetype, which is very divine feminine, very, excuse me, I burp when I drink bubbles, very in that watery Piscean, nice kind of energy here specifically overall. So yeah, Aquarius, sun, moon, rising sign, make sure to like, subscribe, comment down below, help the channel grow, do all the things. And then we will be moving into Pisces here. And Pisces, sun, moon, and rising sign. You are going to be doing this eclipse energy in the 7th house here. And you might be letting go of some sort of business partner, some sort of marriage, some sort of long-term commitment. some sort of audience, clientele, marketplace, whatever, because things haven't been driving as much as you've wanted them to. It doesn't make you feel as good. You don't feel like you're, embodying your power here. It's not working as well as you want. It feels like the struggle is real type of energy. You might be letting go of a lover here overall specifically, okay? If you are single, this is something that you are just releasing. And this could also be, this makes you feel better because whatever it is that you are doing makes you feel criticized, makes you feel like this is a lot, makes you feel heavy, makes you feeling like you're carrying a burden or a load here. And I feel like this is a burden off your shoulders, like 10 of Wands energy here. And what you're really asked to do with the sun in the first house here is embody your true essence, embody your true self, embody your true enlightenment, embody and move forward in this direction where you genuinely feel good in who you are, your true purpose, your destiny, what it is you are being called to create here, how you want to make money, and where you want to be with love, okay, overall. So this eclipse is really asking you, Pisces, of all people, to step into that divine alignment and that divine purpose with the node of fate in your sign here. Now, good news is you have Venus making a sextile to Uranus from the 1st to 3rd house, all about you. So this is always like brand new beginnings in love and money. And 3rd house is short distance trips, travels, cousins, family, siblings, your networks, your communities, friendships, like social online worlds, things of that sort too. So there could be a great opportunity for online dating here, maybe someone hooking you up with somebody else as well. And you have the 1st to 5th access here. So Pisces, you are one of the signs by a lottery ticket, okay? So go and buy this because you have Jupiter in your 5th house, exalted in Cancer, trining your sun sign here overall, Shameless Squad. This is something where good luck. This is also romance, dating, hookups, F-buddies, friends with benefits, maybe getting pregnant here. Congratulations if that's for you. Or hearing news of someone getting pregnant here within your family of origin or your children here overall if you've got them, right? But this is also great for creative endeavors, your joy, liberation, your excitement, and really following what it is that you love, okay? So luck house here overall. Pisces, sun, moon, rising sign. Let's get a card for you. This is a general reading for everybody in the chat, so I'm not pulling cards today for anyone. This is completely live content for you, so make sure you subscribe and see if I do paid donation readings in the future to help my channel, to help me as a business owner and a solopreneur here. Okay, so you have the Chariot card that wants to show itself, which represents Cancerian energy, which is the Jupiter in 5th house. So if you're looking for something new, something more successful here, this chart is saying, yeah, move forward with that idea or that project. And there could be some sort of growth or expansion for those of you that are business owners that could bring you a lot of good fortune this week and that too here, okay? Woo, so you got the Death card in the reverse. This is the ending of some sort of business contract, a partnership, a negotiation, agreement, or I hate to say it, this could be death of a spouse or a lover or someone that you did love here overall with the 7th house of relationships specifically here. Okay, Pisces. Yeah, 9 of Cups. And maybe this is due to some sort of alcohol, or maybe this is spirit asking you give up some sort of addiction here, some sort of drug, some sort of thing that's not for your highest purpose. Yeah, 10 of Cups. Because spirit's like, we want you to be happy. We want you to be surrounded by good support systems, family members, friends, loved ones here. We want you to be able to, 4 of Swords, sleep at night, move forward. And 10 of Wands, there's the card here that I was feeling. And drop your burdens and release it and let it go and say, no, this is not what I'm doing anymore. Or this could be you, someone in your life, and say, well, this is not my responsibility here, okay? So Pisces, sun, moon, rising sign. Let me know what resonates with you in the comments below. Like, subscribe, help the channel grow, do all the things here. I have chapped lips here, Shameless Squad, so I apologize. I put like chapstick on before I went live, I swear. I need some more water. Okay. And I will not be doing timestamps, so make sure that you scroll back or forward or whatever if you're watching the replay back later. Aries, sun, moon, rising sign. Let's talk about you. How are you doing now that Neptune's in your sign, Saturn's in your sign, Venus is going to be in your sign? Aries, you're going to be feeling a lot of different things. You feeling the feels? Let me know. So, my Aries loves, you are doing this eclipse energy in your sixth house. What are you letting go of? Well, you could be letting go of a rental property agreement. You could be letting go of a pet here. They could pass. Apologies on that. You could be letting go of some sort of job, service, something that you do. Um, in this house, something that is some sort of routine that isn't working for you anymore here specifically. You could be getting rid of maybe some sort of physical health thing that's been an issue or an endeavor here. Maybe this is also a parent for you that's getting rid of some sort of physical health issue or whatever, or maybe you're breaking up with some sort of parent or person in your life due to mental health or physical health struggles and issues, because maybe you've been fighting back and forth and you're just like, we're never going to see eye to eye. We're never going to be aligned. And this feels frustrating to me here specifically. Some of you might be letting go of an outdated belief system when it comes to certain types of like things that could help with your physical health here specifically, or even healing modalities specifically overall, and stepping into more of a enlightenment experience with this, Aries. You have a 12th house stellium. So for you, you are probably feeling a lot. Okay, Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising sign. So please be gentle on yourself. Please pay attention to your dreams with this. You have Mercury in your 12th house. That's like the dream communicator specifically. So there's something that wants to be messaged to you, or some sort of spirit guide guru, or someone from like spiritual realm or spiritual communities wants to give you some sort of message from a loving place and space that could also help you potentially with love or money here, or even your partnership specifically overall with how this chart is laid out. You also have Mars with the North Node in the 12th house. I would just be careful of any accidents or any injuries with water here as well too. Moving or going over bodies of water, specifically with Mars in this 12th house, or rocky climates, or just things of that sort here specifically. This might also be cutting something off. You might be cutting out some sort of addiction, some bad habit. You could be looking at your shadow side, your fears, your psyche, spiritual bypassing. You could be looking at, wow, I really need to take some time and I need to go to therapy because this is so much unprocessed shit that's in my 12th house now, and I'm feeling the buildup and I'm just going, but I'm not slowing down and kind of like moving through anything from the past that hasn't really served you. The North Node here asks you to step into your purpose, your dharma, your enlightenment, your spirituality, your soul contract, whatever that might be here based on your astrology in the sky. I'm not looking at your blueprint. I don't know where your North Node is. I don't know where those destiny placements are. So just a heads up with that one here. Let's talk about the good news. Good news is you have some sort of hidden 12th to 2nd house access from Venus. Now, this could be love in different far off distant shores and land. This could be money from clients, audience, marketplaces from far off distant shores and lands. And then giving you a little pop of money here. And with Uranus in your 2nd house in Taurus here. So there's something tangible that wants to be had here with love or money or possessions, or maybe from a lover here. Specifically, it could be from the past with Mercury from the past, or past relationships, connections, and people here. Jupiter is moving from your 12th to your 4th house here specifically, which is asking you to expand and grow spiritually, maybe with certain things from the home front here. Overall, with Jupiter in Cancer in the 5th house, Cancerian energy is the 4th house. This 4th house energy of, how do you want to make your home your own? How do you want to be cozy? How do you want to expand it and grow it and have it be a space and place that feels spiritually liberating for your soul? How do you want to decorate? How do you want to create? How do you want to make it be a space maybe also for others to come through too and really enjoy that with you? With the sextile or this trine that'll happen later on in the week with the sun in the 12th house, and then in the 4th house, this might also, and some of you may be like, that's lame, but I'm just going to tell you, this might also illuminate any past family wounds here. And it might give you some sort of trine energy of like, wow, I'm so glad now I had this epiphany or this aha moment. When the sun, is in the 12th house, it is watered down. It is hidden. It is hard to see through illusions of things. It is hard to potentially ever have things be about you here. And when you have this trine from the 12th to 4th house access, there could have been certain things from family of origin or people from the past here where you're like, oh my God, I had this epiphany moment in therapy when I worked on my mental health here, there, whatever, everywhere, right? So good luck with that. There could also be a sign of that too, or ancestry, like coming up in your dreams here as well. Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising signs. So I'd just say pay attention. Literally pay attention to the signs. This might be a lot for you this week. But if you have your daily spiritual practice, if you know how to make your home kind of like your temple, your inner temple, you may be in some divine solitude. However, from this chart, connect with your family, connect with your friends, and put yourself out there. Yeah, we're only gonna take the one that flipped over. Interesting. So you got the Six of Pentacles, and I think it was your sibling sign Libra that got this energy. So maybe you got Libra in your chart. Maybe you need to go back and rewatch it. But this is like give and take energy here, right? You give a little, you get a little, right? Or if you give a lot, you get a lot here specifically. So there's something that wants to be in balance here. Pay attention to squirrels, finches, as well as deers. Deers represent being gentle and compassionate with yourself. And sometimes when we have so much Pisces on Pisces energy and 12th house energy, it can kind of feel like, oh my God, I feel like I'm going crazy because this, that, and the other thing. And then it can feel kind of tough here. So be mindful of that. There could be some favors that are asked of you, maybe from families or colleagues or people that were just maybe like, I didn't know that they were going to ask me for this favor here, whatever. And you may or may not want to do it, or even coworkers based on this chart here. Yeah, Three of Swords in the reverse. You're clearly healing something here overall. And Five of Pentacles, this could have been like, yeah, you aren't receiving enough. Maybe you had to move. Maybe you're experiencing homelessness. Maybe you've had to re-strategize. And Seven of Swords, rethink some things here. And Four of Pentacles, you're kind of holding yourself back from individuals or from people here. And I would say, don't forget to put yourself out there. Yeah, Eight of Wands, and move forward on some of these things here specifically overall. So I would say, don't be a hermit. Don't get into isolation mode. Yeah, movement, Cancerian card, success, move forward on certain things. And some of you may be inclined, maybe you are inclined to move. I don't know. I don't see that as much in the chart of this specifically right now, but this may be a little bit later, unless it's the 4th house energy that's kind of being activated. We are in retrograde though, so that is the one thing with Jupiter as well too. Any moves now may or may not actually work best for you. You may have to like go back, redo, refigure out some things here as well, or other people when it comes to that, or movements or trips. That's when Jupiter's retrograde, people will be like, oh my God, yes, I want to do this, and then they flake out. So just pay attention to some of those things. Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising sign. Let me know what resonates in comments below. Taurus, let's talk about you. Sun, Moon, Rising sign. Boo. You're doing this eclipse energy in your 5th house. So eclipsing out a romantic connection, a creative entrepreneurial endeavor. So 2 different things, a hobby, something that no longer brings you joy here. You might be eclipsing out a relationship with a child, or a child eclipsing out a relationship with you, vice versa. Take it as it resonates here overall. This is like your relationships house here. Eclipsing out dating, eclipsing out a sexual hookup here as well, with 5th to 11th house here. And there's this opposition energy where it's like we like to play the blame game. So this is really around your relationships here specifically overall, as well as those other themes with 5th house energy. 11th house energy is your groups, your social circles, how you give back to humanity, all these different types of things here. And it may feel like, oh, I haven't really even been able to give back to myself here, or this thing of myself that I love doing, this hobby, or I thought this person would be the one, or the romantic partner, or whatever. It's just not. You're releasing it. You might also have some friends tell you this too, that like, hey, that's not the one for you, you know, like, and I'm not laughing, just like, hey, like trying to warn you here specifically, like cut it off and move forward into something better here. Your 11th house is really great when it comes to people having your back, as well as being around more aligned souls and humans, or figuring out, you know, different ways of taking action and moving forward in groups, in communities, in peoples. And this is also your allies and your benefactors and windfalls, or pennies from heaven here. So with Venus still exalted here, making a sextile to your 1st house with Uranus and Taurus, this could be some conversation here in regards of, from a friend, an ally, a group benefactor here, talking to you about a brand new opportunity, a brand new beginning here to make more money that might shock you here. And it's like you're the person for it. Like you're the picture perfect person for it, is what I'm getting a read on with this. And it's like they want you to do it. So it's like, put yourself out there in regards of this, put yourselves out there in groups, communities, all these different things here during this time as well. And then when it comes to Jupiter making a trine later on this week to the Sun in Pisces here, This is going from your 3rd to 11th house access. So a lot of friends may have your back this week, or allies or benefactors, as well as siblings, family members. This is also things that you do out there in the community. This really wants you to expand, put yourself out there, be with friends, social circles, gatherings. There could be lots of invites, text messages, conversations moving forward here with this. And it might feel like, oh my God, these people feel like home to me later on in the week. And that might feel really, really good for a lot of you here specifically. This could also be an opportunity for a short distance trip or travel, a place that maybe you've gone to before here overall, and you might take it and just run with it here specifically. So I would be mindful of that too. I would just pay attention to any contracts or leases, agreements, or any travel plans with contracts, leases, agreements too, or the timing of it. Just with Mercury retrograde and Jupiter retrograde, just pay attention to any insurance clauses or anything else. You may have to purchase that as well, but there is some sort of good opportunity that wants to come for you, Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising sign. So let's see. Knight of Wands, fast, fun action here, okay? This is a message here. The Knights are messengers in the tarot. Someone wants to approach you, move towards you, come forth with some sort of opportunity here. Could be creative endeavor. And this literally just gives me this fire horse energy, right? Literally, like that horse is like heads down, blazing a trail, moving forward, like paying attention and literally specifically staying in your own lane. So this could be a creative project, an opportunity to do certain things specifically when it comes to all of this here. And it's like up to you whether or not you want to go for it is what I'm hearing. Okay. Judgment. Yeah, it's up to you. Sibling sign energy, Scorpio energy. You're going to make a judgment call on this, and it's destined and aligned because you have this angel here and you have this person, this guide right on the end here. That's actually from the Hierophant card here, right here. Okay, so you have this energy here specifically. Maybe you got Scorpio placements in your chart here. That's literally like Spirit saying, hey, go for it. Reach up, reach out. You're going to do it. This is going to be a good call for you. So congratulations here overall. And then Spirit's like showing this card at the top. So Knight of Cups, some sort of wish fulfillment is coming in and you're laying down your heavy burdens here because the Ten of Wands is showing again. So I'm like shuffling the deck and the Ten of Wands is like the theme with this full moon blood eclipse. Like let it go, release your burdens, like stop doing these things from the past that aren't getting you anywhere. It's just not it. Okay. So Taurus, yeah, and more success ahead. So take things one step at a time here. And you got this Jupiter and Cancer energy here overall kind of guiding you with some of these things. So let me know what resonates in the comments below. Like, subscribe, do all the things to help the channel grow. Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising sign. So opposite sign of Sagittarius. You are going to be doing this eclipse in your 4th house. Your 4th house is your home, your family, family of origin, generational wounds, patterns, trauma, roommates, people you live with, houses, land, properties. Are you letting go of any of that? Maybe. Is the landlord letting go of you? Maybe if you're a renter. Maybe. Even though that belongs to the 6th house. However, I wouldn't rule it out with this here, okay? So you have this battle between what is it that I'm letting go and releasing of the home in order to maybe amplify my 10th house of career a little bit more, because there's this opposing energy. Is there someone that you live with that's like, yo, you work too much, yo, you do this too much, yo, whatever, and then you almost feel like nitpick, nag, criticize, and you're like, I'm doing this for us, like you're my family here, right? Or you're my roommate, you're my partner, I gotta make rent, I gotta pay the bills, I gotta do this, I gotta do that, right? And it's almost like they want to, it's like a gut punch here specifically. So are you releasing potentially some sort of job where you're working in and out of the home? Are you releasing some sort of house under this transit? Are you buying some sort of new land or home or property later on if you are selling here during this time over the next 6 months or so, right? With the sun in the 10th house, this is literally illuminating, like all eyes on me, spotlight on you, moving forward with career endeavors and success here. And it's almost like you're having a lot of really, really, really great success, or that is coming to you here specifically, Gemini risings. And that's something where it's like you want to move forward, you want to keep going, you feel like things are going really well, but there could just be someone almost like nagging you, right? This could also also be family generational patterns of being a workaholic or having to almost like have everything perfect in my work life, but maybe not in my home life. And people don't like that. You could also be getting rid of things from the home, selling, letting go, releasing. You could also just be setting up boundaries with people coming in and out of the home here. If they're going to criticize where you live or whatever, it's like, hey, you don't get access, or you're not allowed to be in my space. Now, Venus in the 10th is sextiling Taurus in the 12th here. So this is background, hidden negotiations, agreements, deals, contracts, opportunities for money, work-wise, far off distant shores, lands, all the things here. This is also potentially love in a workplace and setting and everything like that too. This could also be money coming to you from people from far off distant shores, lands, places, spaces here. And it kind of shocks you, or it's kind of surprising. Like, wow, we did it. Wow, this actually worked out here specifically. So I do like that for you. Then later we have in the week, the sun trining Jupiter, and this will be a nice water trine later from your 10th house of your career endeavors, your public persona, your reputation, what you're known for, going into the 2nd house here. So could this be a promotion? Could this be some sort of opportunity? Could this be some sort of way with Jupiter in its exaltation, wanting to grow and expand your money and also allow you to have more? Yes, absolutely here. So I would say pay attention later on at the end of this week of anything in regards of new opportunities for career endeavors, or if you're retired, certain types of hobbies or things to make more money here, and move forward in these energies to seize them specifically. There's a lot of money going on in your chart here, and Jupiter wants to give you some sort of glow up with this. So I like this for you. I think this is a good reading for you, Gemini boo. So let me shuffle this out, okay? Geminis, what do they need to know, please? King of Cups here. Okay, so we got this love and money. Maybe you're this boss that wants to do something with all this Piscean energy, water in the 10th house here that feels really good. Feels like people can come to you. Feels like people can trust you. Feels like you're empathetic. Feels like you're a good listener. They just really feel comfortable and safe with you. And maybe this is some sort of reason why you might be up for some sort of promotion with the King of Cups for all those reasons here. Or maybe someone wants to start some sort of connection or long distance or kind of hidden relationship here overall with that Venus energy here. And King of Wands, shut up. Going into like some sort of divine. Okay, I think this is a divine union card. I know it's not a queen here, but maybe you're gay, maybe you're queer, maybe you're part of the LGBTQ plus community. What up? King of Wands and King of Cups. This is balance of divine masculine, divine feminine energies, and going into this nice union with creating something really, really awesome and amazing here. And this is like this beautiful balance overall. There's a turtle on this card, and turtles, they on the back of their shells specifically represent the moon phases here. So I love that. And I think that might be an eel or a fish. Fishes represent prosperity. So we love that here. And then we also have lions and a Scorpio on this card too. So pay attention to Scorpionic energy, Leo energy, as well as Piscean energy. I feel like with this is like moving forward and really being courageous, really trying something new. So I really love these energies for you here overall. Gemini is calling. Oh my God. I love that. And the sun card, Gemini, y'all got, okay, I know I said Capricorn got the best card, but cutting the deck, you got the best card. You got the best card. You got the best card. Oh, there's something that's like the spotlight is on you. And I mean, I think that is this, career glow up, public eye, reputation, being seen, being well known. And you're just kind of like, whoa, that happened here. Now people know my name and I'm known for something like in my own right here. And I said something about Leo energy, which is the sun card. You're going to be very happy moving forward here. And this could be like a brand new beginning. Yeah, you're not going back 8 of Cups to the past here at all. And I like that you're aligned in these energies, Gemini and King of Cups. This is so beautiful here. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. We love that. I like that. Okay. As long as I can shuffle. Sheesh. Okay, Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising sign. Always let me know what resonates down below. Like, subscribe to the channel. We have been live for 80 plus minutes, Shameless Squad. I'm getting hot. And I got 2 more signs here. Okay, so we got Cancer and we got Leo. So stick with me. If you've made it this far, make sure to like this video too and subscribe, boo. I would appreciate it. Where are my Cancer babies at? Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising sign. This one's for you. This is a beautiful fucking week for you. Let me explain why. Hold up. Okay. Woo. Woo. Okay. Cancers, you have this blood moon eclipse happening in your third house. Okay. This is short distance trips. This is travel. This is your car. This is family members. This is friend. Well, this is more so like cousins, siblings, family could be friends, whatever. But those types of people, aunts, uncles. This is also courses or social media platforms or different types of things that specifically you might be releasing or letting go of. So are you letting go of a car? Did it burn out on you? Are you eclipsing it out here, right? Are you letting go of a family member here? Like, is there someone who is dead or dying, like a family, aunt, uncle, niece, cousin, sibling? Is the health of someone deteriorating here overall? Okay. Do you have to call off a short distance trip or travel because of some of these things here, right? Are you letting go of maybe teaching something, selling something, doing something, right? Are you letting go of a social media? Are you letting go of a website? Are you letting go of certain things on a website with services, with this being in Virgo service, right? What is it? You're eclipsing and ending something out of this time in your life here, okay? 2 weeks after, 3 months after, you'll get a clear picture. And by 6 months, you will just know what it is. Now, sibling sign energy, ninth house. The sun in the ninth house is really asking you with this eclipse energy to step into your dharma, your purpose, your north node, book publishing deals, writing. This is court cases, legal cases going well for you. Maybe you've had to put up a fight with this, and maybe someone's done fighting with you over something like that, and you win some sort of court case, right? This is also joy. This is long distance trip travels to foreign places and spaces here. And maybe you're going to be communicating with someone about going out of, state, country, a place you've never been before. In the next 6 months off of this here specifically. And this could be something that really helps you step into alignment, step into dharma, step into purpose, step into joy, step into pleasure with the North Node in Pisces here, okay? So I would pay attention to this too. This is really great for writing here as well. Take some time with that if you want to be able to do that, because book publishing deals could be a big one moving forward. Then we have, when it comes to the other astrology of the week here, I love it that people literally will just be like, I love you. Your eyes are so beautiful. And then when I don't respond to them in the chat, they'll be like, shut up. Really? So that's what we do. We badger women in order to get them to talk to you. Does that ever work? No. Okay. Back to you, Cancers. God, maybe you're dealing with someone that you don't even know from a different place or space, and they're like badgering you on social media, and you're like, hey, bye. Blocked. Love that for you. But when it comes to Venus making a sextile to Uranus from your 9th to your 11th house here, okay? These are allies, benefactors, maybe people from different lands, spaces, places here that want to make something good happen here, that want to promote your book, that want to, they have some sort of maybe like skill that they want to give to you. There's some sort of potential alignment, collaboration, or success that wants to happen with love and money endeavors here. Maybe this is long distance, going to a whole nother country, meeting someone there. And she's like, oh my goodness, we're spiritually aligned here specifically. Or maybe you date them, you fall in love. I don't know, maybe. Or maybe this is just a really good friendship underneath this transit, specifically Shameless Squad. Now you have Jupiter exalted in your sign, Cancer. I know it's been retrograde, and I know it will move direct next week. I think it is March 10th. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. But around that time. And then it will be glowing you up, bubbling you up, and the sun is going to be trining it in Pisces here. So you need to pay attention the most to people who are trying to help with your growth, your expansion, these new beginnings, this new abundance, this new lifestyle, this new opportunity that you want to have in order to express yourself, because the first house is also expression. It's about you being seen. And this is you being spotlighted here with the sun trining Jupiter and literally at its exaltation in Cancer, and Pisces, traditional ruler, being Jupiter. This is lucky breakthroughs and a lot of different spiritual purposes, dharma, where you're going in life here, okay? So Cancers, lucky duckies, okay? Remember that. What's the most important message? Let's get a message for you, Cancer Boo. Messages, please, Cancer. Messages. Messages. Okay, so you got the Four of Cups, but you got it kind of sideways. So I said pay attention to some opportunities here, okay? It's like you might have to come out and play, come out of your shell here, be seen, be willing to look, hey, there's this different opportunity right here. So it's kind of like when you have the Three of Cups in the tarot, Three of Cups is typically like three girls gossiping over tea or getting together, right? Or socializing or celebrating or whatever. And for you, Cancers, this is literally being like, hey, maybe you're disappointed in these three cups, that maybe you don't have these three friends or these three opportunities or these three people anymore, but Spirit's showing you this brand new cup and being like, hey, I have some offering for you specifically. And white flowers might be significant to you, but this is something like you have to be able to stop and see this and really hone in on what it is Spirit's trying to give to you. So it's like, take off any rose-colored glasses here, okay? Like, take off a pity party kind of glasses here, because Queen of Pentacles, are you kidding me, Cancers? Literally, there's something that wants to grow, be fertile, some sort of abundance here, like I was saying, some sort of reliable stream of income, some sort of money that brings you some sort of dharmic purpose here. And maybe it hasn't felt like this yet here, but you do have this, you know, bunnies on here represent fertility. And when you have Venus and Pisces exalted, hello, that's money. And then it's going to be moving into your 10th house, co-joining with Neptune, and then Saturn in a little bit here in Aries. And that's like move forward. It's go time. Take action here overall. So you have a lot of good things ahead. But again, Six of Cups, you have to release the past. And Queen of Cups in the reverse. You may still be moving through some of these energies with the eclipse here, but it's like maybe you need to release those different community groups or those different people that just are not as aligned with you, and find kind of your spiritual soul fam during this time here. And I know that's hard for Cancers, and I know you all like to hang on to people or friends of groups probably for too long here, but that's what Spirit's asking you to do. And Spirit's asking you to get with people who love you for you, right? Making better choices with this, as well as where you choose to spend your time, as well as where you give your energy and who you give it to here. Yeah, because Temperance in the reverse, it's like no more of this. It's interesting. Third house is the Gemini axis, and the 9th house is Temperance axis. So Saggy, Gemini. So, and those are the cards. Yeah, and the High Priestess in the reverse. Cancers, there's something you're not seeing right now during this time, but I need you to almost like work on these fears, work on these shadows, work on this grief and loss, or whatever it is that's letting go, because before you know it, when Jupiter is direct in your sign next week, you're going to be getting more blessings, and for the next year to come, okay? Even if you haven't had them this last year, it's going to be coming in. So I need you to hone in on some of these healing things and letting go of some of these things that maybe didn't work out previously, and it'll work out better for you. You're not meant to carry all this stuff moving forward here. Okay. I need water. Cancers, make sure to like, subscribe, do all the things, yo. Let's get into you. Who are we doing? Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising sign. Okay, 2 more signs. No, last sign. Yay. Okay. You have this eclipse happening in your 2nd house. Your 2nd house is what you have. It's your material possessions. It's your values. It's your items. It's what you tangibly have here, right? This could also be something that you just value in life, right? Are you letting go of that? Are you releasing something here? Is there something you don't care about anymore? Are you selling something? Are you getting rid of something? Are you potentially getting rid of any types of items that you tangibly own that maybe you don't want anymore, and you're getting rid of them, you're selling them, or these are family heirlooms is what I can really see with this chart specifically here overall, because you have the 2 to 8 access here with the Sun in the 8th house. So this could be a past family member, friend, loved one. This could be a sibling. This could be a father, a mother, man, woman, does not matter. But you have the death house, Scorpio here. And when I look at Scorpio in the chart, that's 4th house of family here, right? Think of family heirlooms, think of family things, think of stuff here. So Leo, you may be releasing certain things when it comes to this specifically overall, or this is just you're releasing a way of making money here, and you're just like letting go. Or with this house, this is also self-esteem. You're like, I'm releasing certain things that don't help me with my self-esteem anymore. And I'm stepping into a more powerful position here, and I'm doing some work behind the scenes that maybe other people don't see right now, recognize right now, but they will in the future, right? This is something where spiritually you're asked to be and meant to be during this time for a while, with the node of Pisces in this house. to level up when it comes to occult wisdom, knowledge, sex, death, rebirth, transformation, tarot, astrology, all these hidden secretive things, practices here overall, and step into some sort of purpose here and take action and move forward on that. But like I said, with Mars going across the nodes of faith, this could be death of someone too. And this could be, this is co-joining a little bit later. However, I would just be mindful of that specifically here. When it comes to this as well, there could be some sort of hidden opportunity of making money, or this could be money from the past when it comes to taxes, investments, certain types of things that you have now, that you own now, and it's yours, maybe from other people here specifically. It's like your losses, or, your loss is your gain here, meaning if you lose somebody, family, friend, loved one, whatever, it's like maybe you're in the will, maybe you're in inheritance here, right? And then like you gain something from that. Then you have Venus making a sextile to Uranus in your 10th house here overall. This could be some things when it comes to public reputation, career, persona. This could be some sort of hidden deal when it comes to ways of making money at work, or maybe something that maybe you do outside of work, but you tell coworkers or colleagues and you're publicly known or recognized for. Or this could be a way of someone potentially trying to promote you moving forward. And it's kind of like, we're not opening this job to anybody, but we're just going to give it to you. So apply for it because it's protocol, whoever that's for. For others of you, this could be the death of some sort of career. This could also be a secret romance affair in career as well. So pay attention to that. You will also have the 8th to 12th house access really amplified with this trine of Jupiter and Cancer in the 12th and the 8th house of the Sun in Pisces there. So you're going to be feeling a lot of emotions, a lot of water, a lot of energy here when it comes to spiritual enlightenment, mystical things happening in the 12th house, psychic abilities potentially rising up, spiritual awakenings here, your intuitive hits, downloads, just abilities could be on rise, all your clairs here as well. There could be an aha epiphany moment of, wow, you're practicing this, how you're moving forward with this, and how you're creating something with this. And it's kind of this nice flowy energy here when it comes to these different spiritual topics specifically. This wants you to move forward with this. This could also feel heavy, but then also like free kind of channeling this. So best way I can describe this is when this gets tighter at the end of the weekend, like around March 7th here, you might feel like, oh my gosh, this was so great. And then like you channel and you download and you do all these things, right? But then you might be like, damn, I need a salt bath. Damn, I need to be away from people. Damn, I need to do something differently here. Okay. So I would pay attention to those themes for you. There's a lot happening here. So also make sure you get your downtime with all the water that is being activated in this chart. Leo, sun, moon, rising sign here. So what's the most important message for Leos? Thank you. 9 of Wands. There's something you've done in the past. You're over it. You are tired. You're burnt out, but you're resilient here. Typically the 9 of Wands has an injury on like the person's forehead specifically, but in this one, it's kind of on their face. So I would say pay attention to certain things with that. Second house is the faith. It is also your teeth, your mouth, your vocal speech here too. So you may be having a hard conversations and letting go of some things here specifically, but 9 of Wands, she literally in this card, I love it in this deck, has 1 wand and she's getting ready and she's getting activated to go again. And then you have 8 of Wands, right? Moving forward, booked, busy, blessed, movement, creative energy, action, determination. So Leo, sun, moon, rising sign, this is what you have to look ahead when it comes to this specifically. And I really like that for you, especially if there's been moments that you've really had to like rebuild certain things, slow down here. Yeah, maybe release certain things with money here, certain items, Ace of Pentacles in the reverse that weren't working as well as you'd hoped, and like manifest something new with the Magician card here. So you might be doing some things with that here specifically, which I really like and enjoy. Some brand new beginnings here with the Fool card and Aquarius. So you have Gemini, Virgo, Aquarius energies also showing up this reading too. Hi everybody in the chat. Make sure to like and subscribe this video, please. Help the channel grow. I've seen lots of people come in and on the chat. It would be nice to get the likes up on this. I don't know if I'll keep doing astrology videos moving forward. I was thinking about that before going live today. I was just like, I'm so tired, but I just feel like I need to give to my Shameless squad here just a video, a read, a live, a something here, and I'm trying my best with these readings. So just thank you for all of you that were supportive in the chat and everything like that, that did like this video, that did share your confirmations. I'm just trying to figure out where I kind of go moving forward when it comes to the astrology, because doing these reads, right, 95 minutes. That's like a movie here overall. So again, please share this with anybody who might benefit from this video and enjoy it. I would appreciate that. And you'll have to let me know how these energies are showing up for you, because this is a lot heavily, like with the collective, with the energy, and with things going on here too. Please pray for me and over Minneapolis, and do what you can if you are, I mean, just anywhere in the world and know what's going on here. I just don't have the energy to explain more and more and more. But tomorrow's going to be a hard, aspect to the blood moon eclipse, to Saturn and the chart and everything like that. So anyway, just please send me some healing energies with collective stuff going on too. So make sure you're taking your time, protecting yourself, taking your salt bath, staying hydrated, doing all the things, Shameless Squad. But just know that I love each and every single one of you on this channel. I'm excited to slowly open things back up again with my one-on-one services and different stuff. And I'm still recalibrating. So just want to let you all know that too. But make sure you are subscribed and you turn on all the notification bells. That way you know when I go live, because I know I just kind of wing it sometimes too. But I just love interacting with all of you, chatting with all of you, be it if I just need to go off on a shameless tangent of spiritual bypassers today, or let's talk about some astrology or psychic readings for the collective here. So anyway, Shameless Squad, thank you for all the support. I love you. Stay tuned for more. Stay shameless.